No, not at all.
So, Maury, you've now been here with the Hoots. You've been with the Hoots this entire season, and we talked a little bit about, the things to do in the area. St. Louis, just about 40 minutes down the road. Have you been able to visit downtown any?
Yes, I have. Before I got down here, my main plan was to go see the Arch because I've been wanting to see the Arch since I was like a little kid. So it was very fun to go see the Arch. I went to a Cardinals game. I was able to go see the Cardinals game when they played the Braves. Actually, we ended up losing, but we're not going to talk about that. So, no, it's been great. It's been great.
So you mentioned Cards game, the Arch. Did you go into the Arch?
I did go into the Arch, but I did not go to the top. I'm too scared to go to the top.
So heights is an issue for you is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I don't like heights at all. I don't know how much money you can pay me to go up there.
Also,
come on, Schmoby. Come on.
Very tall. But either way, definitely. And then the ballpark as well. Of course, we take a lot
Come
of
on,
pride
Schmo.
in
Come on.
baseball heaven here in St. Louis.
Sure.
Come on.
I definitely like the stadium. The stadium was very nice. Kind of reminded me of the Braves Stadium with the battery.
Come on, Schmo.
What do y'all call it?
Chuck it in there, buddy. Come on.
Ballpark Village?
Yeah,
Ballpark Village, yes.
Yeah, we had that in Atlanta too, so it was really nice. I was impressed.
And a new stadium, or recently new stadium out in Atlanta as well. Newer than at Busch, as that one misses low for ball 4. Cryns' hat falls off there, and perhaps the wind having a part in that. It has carried out here in these last couple of innings, Maury, and perhaps the reason why we've seen a couple of these home runs out here.
Right, yeah, the wind was great. A couple of these balls I thought we were going to stay in the park, but just kind of went over the side.
Come on, Schmo.
The wind has definitely been on our side.
Bring it to him.
That side too.
It's most definitely been on both sides as Caleb Hall steps up to the plate. He takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
Good pitch.
1 for 2 on the day. Scored a run back in the second inning. Cryns working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. He fouls it off to the right side as that one was a jam piece. And he's in the hole now. Maury, we've seen you mostly this season at second base and center field, but I find out that center field is a new position for you. I tell you what, I sure wouldn't be able to tell, working at some of the plays that you have made out there at the lead position this year. It looks so natural to you.
Yes, sir, yeah. I've been having a blast out there in center field. I've been wanting to play center field for a long time now because I feel like my athletic ability is just best out there. So I'm happy I finally get a chance to go out there and show what I can do out there.
Runners going. This one fouled down the right field line. It'll get out of play and land on the picnic perch. And about 7 or 8 little kids in intense pursuit of that ball down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on third baseman.
The fucking hat. Bring it in there.
To lead this one 6-5.
Fucking
joined by Maury Weaver. As this one's sent into shallow left field, and that one's going to be caught on the run by Cade Wood. The throw going into first is not in time, but what a play by Cade Wood. Caught that one running into shallow left field, back facing the ball. Unbelievable there by Cade Wood.
That's my roommate right there.
Your roommate is your roommate here with your host family.
Yeah.
So not only do you go to school, or did you go to school at Mississippi Valley State with the Hoots shortstop Cade Wood, but you also are roommates with him here, so I'm sure you guys are very close.
Yes, that's my guy for sure. Woody, that's my boy. So.
What is something that you can tell the listeners out there about Cade that is, we're going to pause for a quick second here, time called, and they're going to call, I believe, a balk on Cryns, I believe is what they just called. And I believe that Niebuhr still had the ball. I believe they tried to pull a hidden ball trick.
Oh!
And I think that it just did not work to avail is what I believe happened. But Matt Brown comes out for a brief moment, has a quick word with Jacob Hudson behind the plate, but he will head back into the dugout, and play will continue on at second base now. Is Will Bowen from the stretch. Cryns. Here's the pitch. This is outside. It's been a weird, not only weird inning, a weird game so far, Maury. I tell you what.
That's really different.
So as we were talking,
Come on,
A
Schmo.
question that I was asking, is there anything you can tell us about Cade Wood, the listeners
So
out
give this
there
boy a
that,
fucking hat.
won't get him in any trouble or won't embarrass him any, but anything that the listeners would find interesting?
Man, Woody, he's just a character, man. He's very energetic. It's never really a dull moment with him. He just always has energy. But it's been a good thing. He's brought a lot of good energy to the team. And I feel like it's something that we need as a team, and we kind of feed off his energy. So it's been good. He's a good guy for sure.
Is he a messy roommate?
Nah,
Fucking
nah,
ass,
he's not.
Schmo. I'm sorry.
He's pretty organized. He's not messy. I would say.
Sorry.
He does his job, keeps things nice and tight.
Yeah. From what I see, yeah.
So
The fucking thing on backwards.
as mentioned, played at Mississippi Valley State together. Were you guys roommates there as well?
No, we weren't. He actually lived on campus. He had an apartment. I lived on campus, but we were still very close though. For sure.
And you being at Mississippi Valley State this past year, a middle infielder playing some second base, and Cade not being able to play this year, but he will be, I'm sure, one of the main guys up the middle for Mississippi Valley State this upcoming season. But I'm sure you guys enjoyed the opportunities, like you mentioned, in fall ball, and now with the Hoots playing together. The chemistry is so clearly just unmatched.
Come on,
For sure, yeah. We
Come
had
on.
a great time playing in the fall together. That's why we were looking forward to playing with each other in the spring. So
It's
that's
hard
why we
enough
were a
to
little
throw without the
disappointed.
fucking hat
But
falling
at the
off.
same time, we were also happy that we get to play with each other
Fucking
now.
hat's falling
with the
off.
Hoots. So
Shit.
it all worked out.
Come on, Schmoby. God bless you. Come on.
Brian Dacre at the plate after Stantine walks. First pitch.
Ooh,
this
that
is
was pretty
just a
good pitch.
tad bit up to Dacre, who is 1-for-1 on the night. He walked in the second. And he singled in the fourth, scored a run as well. 6-5 our score. Rockabilly's trying to add on to this lead. 2-0 now as Cryns continues to work. I was speaking with Noah before tonight's ball game, and I'm curious. He told me something very interesting, that it seems like some of the teammates knew, some of them didn't, as this one's popped up to the right side and out of play. He told me that he competed on season 2 of Top Chef Junior. Were you aware of this,
No,
Maury?
I was not aware of that. I've never heard that before. And I don't know if that's true either. So,
Well, I can confirm that it is true because
Oh.
I found an article on it that he actually did compete in it, put out by the Chicago Tribune.
wow.
So this is real stuff. He was 10 years old and he finished 4th place. He went out to LA for it. He said that beef Wellington is his go-to dish. And then he was the head chef for apparently their main competition on the restaurant board. So I think that there is something being missed out here as a block there on Cryns, the second of the inning, runners on second and third now. I think that on the next off day, you guys need to convince Noah to do some cooking for you guys.
Right. Exactly, yeah. I definitely didn't know he was a cook, so I'll definitely mention it to him next time I see him.
Maury, what has been the most exciting part of play this summer with you?
For me, it's just play every day, play against high competition. That's mainly what I was looking for in the summer league this year. And I'm glad that I got the opportunity to come down here and compete. So, and then also playing in front of a great atmosphere. Like everywhere I've gone, it's been a great atmosphere, especially here.
3-2 pitch fouled off down the third base line and out of play.
Especially here in other stadiums, but it's just been a great atmosphere. It's been like very
Talking about my son's
So
Top
I'm
Chef
curious, I want to hear
Junior
your thoughts
days.
here. You have runners on second and third
While he's
right
pitching
now.
on the
Played
mound.
a lot of second base. The infield, was playing in, but is now moving back because there's 2 strikes, I'm assuming, perhaps for a little bit more range. And this one sent back up the middle on the run and making a diving grab is Henry Zener. The runner is tagging, the throw goes into third, sliding in safe. A run does score, but what a play out there in center field by Henry Zener. So tell me this, I was about to bring up some situational stuff on the infield, but what a play out there in center by Henry Zener.
For sure, yeah, it definitely was a good play. He was a great outfielder out there, great athlete, and he made a great play on that.
We've seen you make a couple of similar plays out there. Talk about how difficult it is to track the ball like that, that's sinking like that, deciding whether you're going to dive, if you're going to play it on the hop. Talk about that.
Well, mainly for me, I just try to let my athletic ability take over on a ball like that. I mean, if I feel like I can get to it, I'm gonna do everything I can to make the play for my pitcher. So it's kind of just a natural, natural for me, I would say. But yeah, it's just going all out for your pitcher. That's what I would say.
Fastball misses the outside or catches the outside corner. It's 1-1 now. But I imagine if you a moment of hesitancy and you're done. There's no chance you make that play.
Sure, yeah. If you hesitate a split second, it's going to drop for sure. So that's why you got to go all out for every single ball.
Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Noah Cryns is having to pick up his hat almost every single pitch because of this wind that we're getting, moving from left to right field and right center. It keeps bouncing back and forth between right field and right center. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Ethan Rosso. Here's the pitch. This is outside. There goes the hat again. So we saw just a minute ago, the runners on second and third. The infield was playing in. Talk about the mindset that is, as a second baseman, what is going through your mind to make sure that you are keeping yourself refreshed on the situations?
As a second baseman, in that situation, if it's a ball hit hard to me, then I go to the third baseman or the runner at third back and then make a play at first. And if it's just a regular ground ball, playing second, I would just go to first because more than likely he's gonna have a good jump on that and come home. But if I'm playing shortstop, then that's a different story. If the ball's hit to me, no matter what, I'm gonna look to run it back no matter what, and then make the play.
Very interesting insight from Maury Weaver joins us in the press box here in the 5th inning. 5-hour score. Three balls and 2 strikes. Runner on.
Come on, Smoke. Come on.
Here's the pitch.
Yeah.
Swinging a line drive. There's a base hit to left center field.
Good
and
pitch,
it's going to be
good
cut
pitch.
off by Zeno. Throw coming in. On his way to second is Rosso.
Good
and
pitch.
he will step on the bag.
It's okay.
A run does score.
Good pitch.
And it's now 8-5. Rockabilly's on top as the offense continues to pick up for Jackson.
It's okay. We got to fucking hold it. Good pitch.
That we
Good
go,
pitch.
and it's clear that this Jackson team has some hitters.
They've been swinging the wheel tonight, for sure. They're definitely swinging the wheel tonight.
Stepping up to the plate now is Jackson Blemler. 0 for 3 on the night, struck out swinging his last time up. We've seen the wind, we've talked about it a little bit. The wind has played some tricks on both sides of the field, both for Blemler. We saw Hackworth play in right early in the ballgame, but also a couple times for the outfielders for Jackson as well. Talk about how difficult it can be at times to track the ball down, especially in strong winds like this.
Very difficult. That's why when the fly ball went out to Hackworth out there, I was telling everybody in the dugout he needs to get behind it, because I know that the wind was blowing so hard and we ended up going over his head. So it's very tough. You got to make sure you get behind the ball and you can let them.
So you mentioned you're conversing, you're talking through those things with the guys in the dugout. How often are you guys doing that?
Come on, buddy. You're doing good. You're doing great.
In certain situations and just sharing knowledge of the game.
Very often. I mean, that's all we really talk about in the dugout. We talk about situations, what we were doing in certain situations, what we think is going to happen. So, yeah, it's all baseball talking.
It's a very common
Gonna
thing.
have to give him something to hit.
That's also shows just you guys being clearly so focused in on the game. When you guys come off the bench, when you come into the game.
Bring it in there, buddy. Bring it in. Just bring it in.
Defensive
There you go.
You guys are always on it, always ready
Damn.
to go, and that's what winning teams do.
Come on,
That's why
Smobies.
we've been playing so well.
If you're putting your head down,
All Kruger going to come
This
out.
goddamn
and have a chat
fucking
with
hat
Noah
issue.
Cryns, the lead pitcher in the ball game right now for the Hoots, and after Jackson Blemler's walk, it'll be Dalton Rudd stepping up to the plate. Big moment in this ball game right here. Trailing by 3 are the Hoots, and it's a situation where a couple of guys are able to score potentially, and all of a sudden it's a 5-run game, but the potential for some momentum to be built if you're able to get out of the jam here, Maury.
Right, exactly, yeah. Main thing is just to throw strikes, play good defense, and we got 2 outs already, so we're just looking to get out of the inning.
The home plate umpire, Jacob Hudson, will make his way to the mound, and that will just about conclude the mound visit in just a second or two.
come on, Smoke. Come on.
And now we'll conclude, and
Come on.
we will get back to it. Cameron Poe warming up in the bullpen for the Hoots, so we'll see if O'Fallon can put off having to send him into the ball game until the bottom half of the inning. Stepping up to the plate is Dalton Rudd. First pitch, pop.